Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So the market has been seeing ups and downs. Right now I have Bitcoin here on the chart on the 1 hour, and we can see Bitcoin has been vacillating, making a slight move down. On the short-term time frame, if I throw up a Fibonacci here on Bitcoin, you guys can see we are retracing. So after Bitcoin pulled right back down, we did see it retrace to the 0.5, and now it's finding a bit of equilibrium here at around the 0.236. And of course, we know Bitcoin is the pulse of the market, and it is having effect on the rest of the market. This is XRP on the hourly, and you guys can see that even when I switch between Bitcoin and XRP, very similar pattern there, okay, on the 1 hour time frame. Let me bring it back to XRP here and throw a Fibonacci on there. And you guys can see investors are trading these Fibonacci levels like clockwork. XRP did come down, then rebounded up here to the 0.618. We found some support down here at the 0.236. It came right back up here to the 0.618. Now we're finding some equilibrium down here in the 0.382. So nothing really unusual to see here on the charts. Again, if you pull these out, and let's put XRP on the daily here, you can see XRP is finding a little bit of resistance up here, but ultimately higher highs. We haven't seen any lower highs on the long term. The market is still fairly robust. Bitcoin, if I bring up Bitcoin here on the daily, we can see Bitcoin still trying to attempt to break that price level, that high of almost 65,000 per BTC. We've also seen for Bitcoin higher lows, okay, and we're just waiting for Bitcoin to make that higher high. Now, the other story that we have to pay attention to is Dogecoin. Now, take a look at Dogecoin. Over the last several days, we have seen some bullish momentum, and this has been getting news outlets very excited, which is peculiar. This is also an important point to note. So Wallstreetbets rebans crypto discussions following Bloomberg article. So the Wallstreetbets subreddit forum for organizing a pump for Dogecoin and the GameStop short squeeze is enacting a crypto discussion ban after officially allowing the topic for a single day. The subreddit moderator announced on Thursday that Wallstreetbets was now banning crypto discussions forever, following a Bloomberg article titled "Wall Street Bets Bows to Crypto." Just a day before, the same moderator officially announced that the subreddit will finally allow crypto discussion strictly limited to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. But the new post reads, due to the article that was written by Bloomberg, who somehow felt that Wall Street Bets bowed to crypto discussion is banned indefinitely. I've read a lot of dumb articles written by the WSB. This one takes the cake, though. P.S. Like always, please be respectful. So there's something going on there. I was talking about the Dogecoin Pump, and Elon Musk was tweeting about Dogecoin, and Digital Asset Investor also brings this up, which I think is quite poignant if you are an XRP hodler. I don't remember CNBC writing an article on XRP a week ago when it ran up. Agendas in play, Doge ends badly, and they know it. So again, okay, we've got Dogecoin here on the hourly. It did see a high of almost 45 cents. Right now, Dogecoin trading at about 25.5 cents. So we did see that pullback there, almost a 50% pullback for Dogecoin. And again, these pumps are not sustainable, and the media fueling this. Dogecoin is up 400% in the past week. Here's why one crypto exec says he still isn't buying. So are these agendas at play? Of course, Dogecoin, because of the Wallstreetbets stuff, because of the Elon Musk stuff, clearly not going to be framed in the same kind of light as other cryptocurrencies are. It took Bitcoin so long to be framed in a positive light. For so many years, it was deemed this cryptocurrency that only criminals used. And, the problem with a lot of people these days is that people can't really see that the world is made up of many shades of gray. They only see black and white. And so, when talking about cryptocurrency way back when, it was all cryptocurrency was bad. And now we're looking at cryptocurrency in a very different light. Some cryptocurrencies are good. There is some positive use for blockchain, but this Dogecoin, people are pumping this, and so it is kind of difficult to get the masses, I think, on board with an idea that could be fairly complicated, where there's a lot of gray to be seen. A lot of people just want to be told, okay, what's good, what's bad, what should I invest in, what should I not invest in, and I think that this definitely plays into part of this problem. Anyway, it is interesting that CNBC was talking about Dogecoin. This article was from yesterday and how it pumped 400%. And Digital Asset Buy here on Twitter definitely does have a good point. Why didn't we hear the same kinds of news about XRP last week when it was pumping? Interesting to note. Michael at Val5Links here posting this. Australia's leading exchange announces possible support for DeFi ecosystem airdrop on Flare Networks, Flare Finance. So this coming from the crypto news flash outlet, the so-called utility fork of the XRP ledger Flare Networks continues to expand, and so does its first DeFi ecosystem, Flare Finance. The platform will offer its users a range of decentralized finance products that has piqued the interest of the crypto community. Following the mainnet launch, holders of Flare Networks FLR tokens will be able to receive an airdrop of the DFLR token. In response to a user's question, the exchange CoinSpot announced via Twitter that they will likely support the airdrop of the FLR token. So this is from CoinSpot, the CoinSpot exchange in Australia. Although they stated that they do not have the details as of yet, users will be informed on the platform. In response to the post, the Flare Finance team made themselves available to CoinSpot to assist with possible integration. So good news there for Australians who are looking for an option for their FLR airdrop. I wanted to thank Michael at Val5Links for pointing us to that. And check this out, guys. This from Bobo Crypto here on Twitter. Ripple to make ODL metrics available for institutions and individual clients. So in a Twitter discussion, Director of Developer Relations at RippleX, Matt Hamilton, shared that in the future, Ripple plans to add ODL metrics to its website to make it visible for both institutional and individual clients. He did not say when this will be done exactly. In a recent tweet, blockchain researcher Leonidas Hadjilozu, who often shares data about XRP, has suggested that the fintech giant Ripple should make ODL metrics visible to anyone on the company's website. He believes that not many details need to be visible, but enough to let financial institutions and individuals to see that the product is working and being used. I think this is a big point of contention for some XRP hodlers, especially the ones who have been in the space for a while. They want to see the XRP utility. They want to be able to say, okay, look, this token is being used and I want to see how much of it is being used, where it's being used. You know, having some type of metrics to compare, right? If we were seeing, and I'm just going to throw out a number, $1 million of ODL in 2019, and by 2021, if that increased to $10 million of ODL, again, these are just random examples, then you can say ODL has increased tenfold or 10x or by 1,000%. And, you know, for a lot of people that would, I think, especially for the investors that see the long-term outlook for Ripple and XRP, I think that could actually get a lot more people interested in investing for the long term. I know many people in the crypto space are interested for the now, the money, those 10x gains, you know, overnight. But for the long term, of course, there is also a faction of people who do hold XRP who, you know, I've seen on Twitter, they don't plan on selling at all. So this would definitely be helpful, and it sounds as though something has been discussed. So here's the tweet, just a screen grab of the tweet down here, Matt Hamilton responding to Leonidas Hadjilozu. This has been discussed. I'm not sure of the specific details as to why or why not. There is obviously some commercial confidentiality aspects, but I was told that it is planned in the future to make this data available. So great news there. Wanted to thank Bobo Crypto for pointing us to that. I also wanted to mention that there was some more news in the SEC versus Ripple case that just came out the other day. This from me in Northing here on Twitter, posting this AMB crypto article. So there has been yet another development in the ongoing lawsuit filed by the SEC against Ripple. Recently, Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn granted Ripple's motion to keep the records of its current and former chief executives private. Interestingly, though, the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple and executives Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson seem to have taken an unusual turn. According to crypto law, the SEC has allegedly violated U.S. civil court rules by issuing multiple MOUs in this case. As it's noted here, and in front of you is the tweet, behind the judge's back, the SEC violated U.S. civil court rules by issuing multiple MOUs to obligate foreign governments to obtain files from Ripple's foreign business partners, and they got caught. So what does this mean, guys? Is this even legal? The defendants, Ripple Labs, submitted a discovery dispute letter to Judge Netburn with regard to the breach, as per which the SEC allegedly pursued discoveries from the United Kingdom's Financial Conduct Authority. This violated the Hague Convention as instructed by Southern District of New York and Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn. So this is what the SEC did. They are now putting pressure on foreign bodies, the institutions outside of the US, to which they have no jurisdiction over, may I add, to get them to give up documents about Ripple and XRP and trying to strong arm those countries' governments. So, for example, the government in the UK to allow them to do so. Now, we've got Crypto Addy here also tweeting about this. The SEC is not a super litigant who is permitted to act outside the federal rule, yet are maneuvering in this manner. The SEC may not conduct discovery outside the scope of the federal rules of civil procedure. However, they have violated federal rules. This is a quote from this document here. Now, this is the discovery dispute letter motion with exhibits, and I will link this in the description if you guys want to read this entire thing. We've got the most recent document here from April 16th. We write on behalf of defendants Ripple Labs and Brad and Chris concerning the SEC's undisclosed and pervasive use of the SEC pre-litigation investigative tools to conduct discovery in this lawsuit. Specifically, defendants learn not from the SEC, as would be required under the federal rules. Whoa, they're really going at them. But from overseas third-party business contacts. So they actually got the information from their business contacts overseas, guys. And I have a feeling the judge is not going to like this. So they said they got them from third-party contacts, that the SEC is pursuing discovery entirely outside the scope of the federal rules and the Hague Convention by improperly leveraging memoranda of understanding with foreign regulators, who then, at the SEC's request, serve burdensome document requests on entities under the foreign regulators' jurisdiction. So if the SEC wasn't already in hot water, I think that this just cooked their goose, or whatever, however that saying goes. I don't know how that saying goes. If you guys know, put it down in the comments. Their goose has been cooked or something like that. This is not looking good for the SEC. Of course, Ripple already had a very strong case to begin with. And now the SEC, I feel like they're grappling. They're looking for anything possible. And if that means bending the rules, it looks as though they are bending the rules. Of course, this goes against the Hague Convention, and there's another Hague Convention for child abduction, but I believe they're talking about this, the Hague Securities Convention, the Convention on the Law Applicable to Certain Rights in respect to securities held with an intermediary, or Hague Securities Convention. I don't know the details of this, but it does sound like it has to do with an international multilateral treaty intended to remove globally legal uncertainties for cross-border securities transactions, in this case securities, but also likely has to do, and don't quote me on this, but likely has to do with information being sent to and from certain bodies with regards to anything of a financial nature. So they are going against this convention. The SEC clearly in hot water. I do not think the judge is going to like this. Jeremy Hogan weighing in on this as well. The SEC is going to foreign regulators and requesting documents regarding Ripple's business partners. The foreign government then requested documents from those partners. This places regulatory pressure and the burden on Ripple's foreign business partners. He goes on to say this is not, capital not, something a typical plaintiff could do, and it's not fair. So Ripple is calling dirty poker. Ask Phil-in-law, who is James Philin, a former prosecutor. This is typical government prosecutorial pressure litigation, applying pressure not only to you, but to your business friends as well. And KJ here asking, is this legal? Do foreign regulators have to give documents, or can they refuse? Jeremy Hogan responds, Judge Netburn will decide if it's legal at hearing. Apparently, the U.S. government has agreements with foreign countries that they assist each other with these requests, and that is why this is not fair. Only the SEC could make these requests, not an individual or company. So when this is addressed in court, it may be legal, it may not be legal. That is up to the judge's discretion, but you got to think to yourself, if the SEC is the only body who has that privilege because they are an American body that is regulated and they have those privileges already, are they using their privilege of power in order to gain more information that, let's say, Ripple's lawyers would not be able to garner because they are not a governmental body and a private entity? I think the judge is smart enough to realize that this is dirty poker, as Jeremy Hogan mentions. Judge Netburn will likely view this as playing on an unlevel playing field, which is clearly not part of this narrative, which begs the question, how close is this lawsuit to being thrown out? XRP price right now at $1.62. I think the SEC just put a bee in Judge Netburn's bonnet. So how is this going to be addressed at the next hearing? Tell me down in the comments what you guys think, and tell me where you think XRP price will go. Once we do hear clarity on this specific matter, I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.